And what we're seeing right now is a lot of parents talking about what to say to their children. How do you even broach that conversation? So to talk about that, we are on your side now with Mary Jo Horton. She is the manager of behavioral health at Savannah's Memorial Health here in the city. So Mary Jo, thank you for joining us. Let's talk a little bit about how you broach that topic with your children. I imagine it depends on the age of your child, what you say.
Absolutely. You know, primarily you know your child, and so you know whether or not there's a change in behavior or they're being more frightened. I think the first step is really creating a space for a conversation rather than assuming that they want to talk about certain things. And so I think about asking open-ended questions about how are you feeling or things that might be bothering you. And then that way it provides the parent an opportunity to figure out what type of information they want to share with their child.
So, Mary Jo, we know that millions of people across the country right now are feeling at least three things. They're feeling anger, they are feeling fear, and they're feeling sadness. Among them are teachers, parents. So for those folks, what do we do to manage those feelings?
So, you know, first of all, we always want to validate our feelings. If that's how we're feeling, then we need to acknowledge that and own that and be aware of that, because it's going to come across if we try to hide that. The second is really creating spaces with our colleagues and our peers to have those open discussions that we're able to talk about our feelings, so then we can strategize. The thing that is things to avoid is running down the rabbit hole of fear. It's one thing and very helpful and productive to say, I'm afraid, and for everybody to acknowledge that, and then to focus on the things that we can focus on and not start to become overwhelmed with all of the variables that we can't. So once we've talked, we've shared, we've created that sense of community, having conversation about here for ourselves in the here and now, what are some things that we can do to create a safe, positive environment? Because we have to remember that when we are feeling stressed and angry and overwhelmed and fearful, we're going to emote it. We're going to physically demonstrate that. We are going to carry that with us as we interact with children, our families, everybody. And so we're going to need to address that, and we're going to need to know how we feel and take care of ourselves so that we can have meaningful discussions about what to do next.
All right, Mary Jo, thank you so much for joining us live via Skype. We appreciate you giving us those tips for how to talk to our children and how to handle this all ourselves. Thank you so much. And if you are someone who thinks that you might need some counseling, some help, we have a number there on your screen that you can call if you think you need counseling. That number, 912-350-5601.